Welcome in, Xavier. How's it going? How's it going, guys? Welcome in. Queue's open, guys. Welcome in, French. Welcome in, guys. What's up, James? Rod. Let me see. Let's see if I can any more. Yeah, I can put. I got one. I got one up there. I can put there for you, French. Give me a second here to update it. All right, friends. So I updated. What's up, Chuko? What's up, brother? It's just gonna take maybe a couple minutes to flow over to the TikTok shop. So just keep refreshing that. It should update momentarily. Yep, no problem. Sometimes I gotta hold back a little bit just in case, because we had a little we had an issue a couple weeks ago where the inventory counts for some reason weren't updating accurately after purchases have been made, and oversold on one of the products. So yeah, so now I gotta be more vigilant. What's going on, Chuko? How's your week going, brother? Appreciate the likes, guys. Appreciate the reposts, Chuko. What's going on, guys? Welcome in. Queue is open. Queue's open, guys. Can't complain. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. Not too bad, man. I'm gonna be away on vacation next week. Gonna be on vacation with the family. So, be at the beach. Outer Banks, man. It's just off the coast of northern North Carolina. So, looking forward to sitting in the sand, you know, just not doing anything all day. Welcome in, everybody. How's everybody doing? Anything in the shop we can rip on the live, or we can send sealed, guys, and we ship out next business day. So everything ordered tonight will be dropped off at the post office tomorrow morning. Yeah, Mountain, have you been? Ah, there you go. Where's who are they playing right now? Brody, currently these cards up here are not for sale. However, the Gengar market price is around 150. Padres, oh yeah, little rivalry. Yeah, yeah, Mountain. We I think we go. It's a little bit further south. On Nags Head is where we stay usually. But yeah, I mean, all of it's nice. You know, it's nice beach town essentially without a whole lot of commercialization. You know, without a bunch of massive hotels and resorts and all that kind of stuff. So it's a little more low key, more laid back. Did it update yet for you, French? It should be up there. Yeah, check it again here. Unfortunately, it does, because I have to update the, well, I don't have to, but in order to try to prevent any discrepancies. Okay. Got you, Chugo. Yeah, I haven't been watching a whole lot. I mean, I've been trying to watch, but you know, my Mets are up and down. We had a good little stretch, and then last night we're up 5-0 and blew that. And I think they're losing right now. Yeah, we're losing 6-2 now, so just annoying. What's up, watching? Appreciate the likes. On a steak? Yeah. Yeah. Still just showing packs for you, French? That's strange. I mean, on my side on TikTok, it's saying the stock is 1. Oh, and then I click into it and it says 0. That's bizarre. Hold on, let me see. That is so weird. I don't know why it's doing that like that. Oh, you got it? There we go. Yeah, that was really weird. All right, we ripping it. We're ripping it for you, French. What's up, Zach? Welcome in, brother. All right, here we go. Good luck, French. Gengar Cubone, yep. All right. Hope we make it happen for you. Empty box there. Yeah, it's raining. Yeah, it was. We had a nice little storm this afternoon over here. Good luck, French. 75. We're looking for Cubone or Gengar. All right, we got Absol, Ceruledge, Cubone, and Gardevoir. Infernape, Houndoom, Chandelure, Gengar Master Ball. Yeah, starting to get bad now. Yeah. Yeah, it's just been like crazy humid here too. You know, it got up to 90 degrees, then it stormed and it was humid as hell. And Grevard there. Lycanroc, Meowth, Gardevoir Stamp. Alright, we got Mountain on deck in the queue, Gengar, and the Darkrai EX. Mismagius, and the Darkrai Master Roll. How's everybody's week going so far? Just a couple more days and then a long weekend, right? Cubone, Morpeko, and the Switch Stamp. Banette, Lycanroc, Banette EX. Darkrai, Mimikyu, Meowth, Infernape EX. Tuesday and Wednesday next week. Hey, then you got vacation. Very nice. Yeah, we'll be on vacation next week, Zach, so no lives next week. Yeah, week of Memorial Day, we will not have any lives that week, but we'll be back that Sunday. Be coming back. Meowth. So I think it's 20, 29th, 30th, 31st. We'll be back the 31st. Yeah, There you go. Hey, anything, change it up, right? Gengi, Absol, and the Mismagius. Houndoom, Mismagius, Grivard, and Infernape. Meowth, Guardy, Absol, and the Houndstone Stamp. This box is making us sweat. We got, what, 4 packs left. Oh, it froze. I say anything to change it up, you know? Get a little different scenery. Get away from the usual routine Banette. It's the Mimikyu. Gave us the Mimikyu AR. Not what we were looking for. Yeah, from the rat race for sure, for sure. Banette, Absol, Meowth, Mimikyu, 2 more. Gardevoir, Morpeko, Clefable, Houndoom. Last pack magic. Last pack magic, let's see. Chandelure, Infernape, Morpeko, and the Clefable EX. So unfortunately not the Cubone or Gengi. Appreciate you, French. Clefable, Houndstone Stamp, Infernape, Banette, Switch Stamp, Darkrai, and the Gardevoir Stamp. And then the Mimikyu. Mimikyu AR. Appreciate you, appreciate you. So we will get more Gem 3 back in stock. It will be more expensive, unfortunately. The between the demand, I think the demand's gone back up now that the Gengar and Cubone's values have also kind of gone up and kind of caught the Pokemon community's attention. Plus, now that they've moved on, they've already done Gem 4 and Gem 5 since then. The supply isn't as free-flowing as it used to be. So it has gone up. Yep, yes it is. All right. Again, appreciate you, French. Let's see, we've got... All right, Mountain, we got you in 2 orders here. Is second order seal. Okay, there you go. You read my mind. I was just about to ask you. All right, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Five, 6, 7, 8. 8 perfect order. 3, 4 Nihil 0. And then let me grab the second order. Look at it. Be a Gem 4. And Nihil box sealed. All right. All right, man, you ready? We ripping the 4 Nihil and the 8 Perfect Order, right? The first order. All right, here we go. Here we go. Good luck, brother. Looking for that next big hit. Skarmory EX, Mega Skarmory. Good start. Jawbone Fossil. Ariados. Talonflame. Servine. Probopass. Hollow Leaf Energy. The last pack of Nihil here. We got Rowlet, Doublade, Hippo, and a Rowlet AR with the Aurorus behind it. There we go. Not bad. 4 packs of Nihil. We get a AR and an EX. Beautiful. All right, perfect order here. Metal Energy, Spinarak, Nosepass, Scorpy, Pokeball, Diggersby, Lumia City, Talonflame, Reverse Judge, Reverse Drapion, and the Force of Vitality Full Art. There we go. With your little guy down there in the corner. We'll take full arts out of English for sure, any day. Like the hollow, when you get the angle and it kind of like does that kind of like rigid pattern in between the trees. Very cool. Welcome in, guys. Queue is open. Feel free to hop in. Dark Energy, Ghastly, Esper, Salandit, Fletchling, Aegislash, Core Memory, Talonflame, Furfrou, Probopass, and the Hollow Energy, Telepathic Energy. Okay. Fire Energy, Ariados, Klefki, Energy Search, welcome in Jay, Staryu, Energy Swatter, Aromatisse, or Aromatis, is it Aromatis? Aegislash, Snivy, Reverse Hippopotas, and Chien-Pao Hollow. You let me know like when you come in and you're ready, and then I'll put it up there. Yep. It's on the shelf waiting for you. Darkness, Potion, Clefairy, Halucha, Furfrou, Hippowdon, Lumiosquelette, Shaman, Reverse Superior, Energy Swatter, and Luxray. We got 4 more. Good, Vicky, I'm glad. Yep. once you come in, let me know, and then I will manually update it, and then we'll go from there. Fighting Energy, Jaw Fossil, Amora, Bunnelby, Hippopotas, Rose's Encouragement, Vivillon, Aegislash, Lumia City, Reverse Salandit, and the Lapras EX. I did not know there was a Lapras EX in here. Leaf Energy, Doublade, Spupa, Potion, Classic, Clefairy, Roses, Vivillon, Lumiose, Esper, Nosepass, and a Gengi Hollow. I'll sleeve that just because it's Gengi. Fire Energy, Dartrix, Mawile, Rattata, Honedge, Energy Swatter, Meowstic, Tarragon, Reverse Gengar, Reverse Amora, and the Mega Clefable EX. Sleeve the Reverse Gengi as well. Alright, last pack magic here for you, Mountain. Been kind of tough sledding. On perfect order here. I mean, 2 EXs and a full art, I guess. That's still good hit rate, but... Lightning Energy, Halucha, Furfrou. Ooh. See if I got you back. Furfrou. Servine, Pokemon Catcher, Diggersby, Energy Swatter, Aromatis, Mawile, Pokeball, and Dugong Hollow. Alright, let's see. Hits here. You got that Reverse Gengar, Mega Clefable, regular Gengar Hollow, the Lapras EX, Telepathic Energy Hollow, and the Skarmory EX. And then in our top loaded, we got the Rowlet from Nihil Zero and the Force of Vitality Full Art Trainer. Appreciate you, Mountain. Appreciate the likes, guys. Are you moving soon, Mountain? You said right last week was your last day at your current job before you're moving. Or did that already happen, or June 20th? Okay, end of next month. Roger. Yeah, time to pack. Gotcha. Do some fishing before you go? Yeah. I'd expect nothing less. I mean, you got to live up to the username, right? All right, we'll get those packed in with the sealed order. You got that Gem 4 box and the Nihil 0 box going sealed to you as well. And we're caught up on the queue, guys, so feel free to hop in. Let's see. I'm gonna do something a little different. I'm gonna put the cards up here. That will be part of the giveaway once we hit 1,000 followers, guys. We were like less than 20 followers, unless we lost a couple since earlier today. We are less than. What's up, Camille? We're less than 20 followers from that 1,000 follower mark. So close we can taste it. Hey, appreciate the follow, man, Amanda. So yeah, if you know anybody else who enjoys, watching some streams, watching some live rips, all that kind of stuff, please feel free to share it or recommend that they follow. Appreciate the share, Amanda. Help us get to that 1,000 follower mark. The 3 cards on the stands up there, will each be an individual giveaway. So there'll be 3 separate giveaways, one for the Mimikyu, one for the Grevard. Appreciate the follow, kid. And appreciate the share. And then one for the Charizard. That's the secret rare Charizard out of Korean 151. The Mimikyu and the Grevard are both out of Gem 3. Those are box sets from Simplified Chinese Gem 3 set. What's up, Michael? Welcome in. So I'm still working on getting that Chinese order in. We did get shipped. We're gonna be getting some more Korean product. It's not, this particular one's not gonna be 151. We're waiting on a case of Inferno X Korean. Inferno X Korean. So should be oh, yep. Yeah, the Gengar carpet and the Ghastly. I can't tell if the Ghastly is like a little carpet thing too, or if it's like a pillow, or just like a toy. But yeah, there's a few of them. I don't know that Pokemon's name, but that's Pokemon. Got another one there. There's one right there too. Can't tell exactly what it's supposed to be. But yeah, I love the cards that incorporate like a bunch of other Pokemon somehow in them. A lot of detailed artwork in this one. So yeah. Those will each be a separate giveaway once we hit the 1,000 follower mark. And we are very close to reaching that mark. What's up, Melanie? Welcome in, welcome in. interesting. So it looks like that one case from Korea's in the U.S. already. It doesn't really have more specifics yet. But yeah, so that's maybe we get it by Friday, maybe Saturday. What's up, Mar? How we doing, everybody? Welcome, welcome. Let's see. Nothing there. What about Hitmonchan, Smith? Do I have any of them? Nah, I don't have any Hitmonchan laying around here. I got some of the vintage back to my personal collection, but that's it. Yep, no problem, Smith. Appreciate you. What's up, Haunting Hunter? Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. Let me know if y'all have any questions. Feel free to throw them in the chat there. Our queue's open. Queue's open. Currently no wait, so if you guys hop in, we'll get you taken care of right away. And we ship out next business day, guys. So anything ordered tonight will be dropped off post office tomorrow morning. Get your stuff ASAP here. Contemplating, we might do a what I call a pop-up live, meaning it's outside of our normal schedule on Friday. So stay tuned, guys. Appreciate the likes. So depending if we get some stuff in like new stock in by Saturday, might go live Saturday as well. So just got to see, make sure everything's squared away before leaving, the usual, making sure everything packed up. Appreciate the likes, guys. Welcome in, Johnny. How we doing? How we doing, guys? Anybody doing anything fun for Memorial Day weekend? What's your all's traditions here? I know everybody does something a little different. You know, usually there's some type of gatherings and all that kind of stuff. Used to mostly when I was growing up, my aunt and uncle would host a really big party, cookout, and you know, have both sides of their family. So like my uncle was my dad's brother, and then my aunt's side of the family, and you know, a whole bunch of people, all their friends and all that kind of stuff. So it'd just be like a huge gathering, and it's been a little different over the last few years. You know, as we all the younger generation starts to, you know, get older, have their own traditions, get married, you know, have their own kids and all that kind of stuff. So it's been interesting to see, but I haven't been in a while. I'll miss it again this year because I'll be away. But probably just barbecue with the fam. Yeah, if it's not raining and nasty, yeah. There was like a stretch of a few years in a row we kept having storms. Either it'd be storms or it was like ungodly hot. And so it was just kind of like miserable to be out there. But I do miss it a bit, right? Miss being able to see like all the extended family. At least you know, you'd be able to bank on that and be like, okay, cool. Like I'll see my cousins and all that kind of stuff. And especially as you're getting older, and then we all had, you know, jobs, and some of us had to work on the holidays, and some of us would be doing stuff with our own friends or whatever. And it's just kind of interesting how, you know, the traditions evolve. They evolve, and then sometimes they kind of just come back full circle. Yeah. Yeah, try not to act like, try not to say that, so I'm not like a old head over here, but yeah, for sure, you know, it's just one of those things. Yeah. That I agree with that. I agree with that. Last week, I mean, most of mine's usually from working out, so I'm like doing it to myself. But last week, I worked out Thursday through Sunday, and Sunday was a really tough workout, and I just like beat myself up too much. So I had to do something a little lower impact on Monday. Usually I'll take a class, um, but I knew that was. I've got a problem where I can't just like do a class and like take it down a notch. You know what I mean? I kind of got that minimum level of effort sort of deal, and hard for me to scale it back further. So I was like, yeah, I gotta like not be in class, otherwise I'm gonna keep breaking myself down. So I guess, you know, I'm at that point. So I took it relatively easy yesterday and Monday. Took today off. I feel my back feels much better. Over here having low back issues, but Slickums. What's up, Luis? Works your workout. Having to lift. Yeah, 50 plus all day for sure. Yeah, if you're especially if you're standing up and you're picking stuff up and moving heavy stuff around a lot, that's a big thing. My thing especially is like if I'm doing that kind of stuff and then I'm staying on my feet a lot. In addition to that, it definitely starts to add up. It's like it's not like an acute injury kind of thing. It's just like the constant stress on it. So yeah, I've done a class. It's usually the class stuff that does it to me, because I need to probably go a little bit lighter once I start feeling that soreness, but I have a problem with scaling it back. Alright, let's see. Going up and down steep stairs on and off the ships. Dang, yeah. Bring up and down the new compressors and stuff. It's a lot. Then bring the old one back up. Yeah. Oh, I bet. Yeah, a lot of manual labor for you. I don't think any type of mechanic has a like minimally physical demanding job, you know what I mean? I think if you're I think if you're a mechanic, you're always going to be in some type of physically demanding position. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Well, because, you know, most designs, right? Most designs are not done considering everybody else's potential involvement in having to, like, install or fix and remove and yada yada, all that kind of stuff, and maintenance. I feel some of them might think of it, like, especially if it's part of a system, right? So if you're putting that in and it's just one piece of a bunch of things, if you don't have somebody who knows exactly where it's going in and all that, if they're designing it, then you know, you'll end up with a lot of interesting challenges, I'm sure. And plus, sometimes you got the people that are designing it are not mechanics, you know what I mean? Usually, right? It's usually like engineers and that kind of thing that are designing things. So it makes sense from an engineering standpoint, but then if you're a mechanic and you're like, well, if we got to fix something or do maintenance and all that kind of stuff, like, we can't reach that. I say that with these ships, they're huge. You're down inside, it's like He ain't even in a boat. Yeah. Yeah, that I don't understand it either. Like things, like cruise ships and all that. Like I don't understand these massive ships. It the physics of it just blows my mind. That's all figured out by people that are much smarter than I am, Zach. So, yeah, perhaps I could learn it, but I'm not in that area. So, like, I feel my brain hurting already trying to comprehend, trying to make it up in my own mind. Will that mean some of the cool people from all over the world that work on it? Yeah, exactly. A lot of opportunities there, Sure, you have to, work with your share of, challenging and then also interesting people and all that kind of stuff. And it's kind of like the problem solving of it too, right? Especially, like I said, when you're fitting something into a whole larger overall system. Oh yeah. Are they like internet? I'm assuming international folks that probably are not terribly well versed in English. You Cajun at all, Zach? You gotta start hitting them up with like some real deep South, real thick accent, that kind of stuff, and then see how they like it. You know, give it right back to them. Mexico, Africa, some Poland, recently it's Chinese. Yeah. Yeah, I hear you when it having to be difficult. Like if I have like I'm not legitimately like hard of hearing, I don't have hearing impairment or anything like that. But I swear there's something between my brain and my ears that if it's a thick accent, I really struggle to understand. And I have to like focus 10 times as hard. Just the threads on their pipes, even all different. Yeah. Gotcha. So they kind of have like their own different systems or how they lay things out, designs that might be considered standard for them. Yeah. It's usually not for me it's not usually if it's any type of American accent. Like if it's a regional accent, usually like it's not too bad for me, but I mean more like if English is kind of a second language for him, I struggle. And I wish that weren't the case, but it also doesn't really help me like dealing with people on the phone and if they have an accent because usually like I can kind of not read lips, but I can kind of see from body language and that sort of thing, along with trying to hear what they're saying, and I can make it out if we're in person. But if it's on the phone, like it's so much harder for me. Number one Sackboy fan. All right, Crusher, what's going on? It's crazy they just stay on it for long periods. They leave the ship. Oh wow. That's interesting. Is that like leaving the ship to come into the U.S.? Like, no, they don't let them get off? What's up, Molly? Welcome in. Crusher, are you in the chat with us? We got you in 5 Nihil Zero packs. What's up, Mike Moo? 2, 3, 4, 5. We ripping for you, brother? They got their uniforms with their flag on it, and they can't leave the ship at all to even go. Oh. Wow. All right. Good luck. Good luck, Crusher. 5 Nihil Zero here for you. Fossil. Birdie. Survive. Hey, there we go. Talonflame AR. First pack hitting. Hey, no problem, Zach. See ya. Morphin Haley. Clefairy, Binacle, Klefki, Drapion, Pokepad. Spupa, Halucha, Esper, Talonflame, Hippo. Is that Hippodon? Spinarak, Jawbone Fossil, Mawile, Yveltal EX, and the Galette. The last pack magic here for your Crusher. Good luck, good luck. Halucha, Spupa, Ghastly, and the Mega Zygarde EX with another Galette back there. Not too bad there. We got you 3 hits on the 5 packs. Mega Zygarde EX, Yveltal EX, and the Talonflame AR. Appreciate you, Crusher. Appreciate the follow, brother. What's up, Charlie? The D Charlie. Welcome in, guys. Again, if you missed it earlier, we might be having some additional lives this week because we will be away next week. So potentially see us Friday night and maybe Saturday at some point. We might be getting a restock by Saturday of some products. So if we do, I'd like to have at least one live up with that. Any of the new stuff that we might be getting. Trying to get this Chinese product restock. finalized. Had a little hang up with some of the singles cards. Some of them ended up not being available that we originally ordered and were quoted. So, just trying to confirm something before, you know, we make payment and all that good stuff. What's up, Donna? Oh, tough day in sports again. Mets lose again. Orioles blow it again. What else is new? Watch the Orioles do it. Yeah, they get a starter to go 6 innings and give up 1 run, and then they can't hold it. They can't get it to the 9th inning. What's up, Brandon? Welcome in, guys. We got that flash sale on Gem 2 going on. Bottom of your screen. Check it out. No, cards up on the stands are the cards that we're going to be giving away once we hit 1,000 followers. Welcome in, April. We've got got just a little bit left to go to hit 1,000. Once we do, I'm going to make a post so everybody's aware when we will do the giveaway. So in the gem, it's in Gem 2, it's 15 packs. Gem 3's 18, and Gem 4 is 18. And I believe Gem 5 is 18 as well. Currently, we're out of stock of the Gem 5. We will be getting a case in here. But yeah, in the Gem pack for 3, 4, and 5, it's 18 packs. For Gem 2, it's 15. Fair plays, welcome in. Anything in the shop, guys, can be opened on the live or sent sealed as well. And and we don't have to be live. If you want something sent sealed, we do not have to be live for you guys to put in an order. We accept orders at any time for sealed. So orders that want to go sealed will all can be placed at any time. If you do want it ripped on the live, we have to be live at that time. And if you're just joining us, maybe and if you're not, and you've already been here and heard it, again, possible lives on Friday and Saturday this week, to make up that we will not be on next week. We will not be having any lives next week. What's up, Miss Boss? But we will be back with the 31st. Hoping should be back on and having a live on May 31st. In addition to the cards on the stands there, we're going to have a couple other things to give away. We got some stuff like Paradox Rift packs, Surging Sparks, and maybe do a check lane, Phantasmal Flame check lane blister. We got a few of those. We don't have it listed up in the shop, so that we can do stuff like this. So they would look like this. One pack, you get a promo. I think it's either a Cottony or Whimsicott. We might only have Cottonies left. I'm not sure. But you get that that glitter kind of sparkle hollow promo. It's on the borders as well, and then the coin there. So those will be potential giveaways once we hit that 1,000 follower mark, guys. So tell your friends, get some other folks in here to follow. Alright, Ked hopping in. Alright, we got a box of the Gem 2. Chasing some Eevees here. Are we ripping for you, Ken, or are we we're sending sealed? You let us know. Either way is fine. We always check. If you guys are new, we always check. Rip. There we go. Absolutely. We always check before we rip into to anything, in case you guys do want it sealed. If for whatever reason we got a queue going on and stuff is backed up a little bit and you're waiting, and we get to your order and maybe you're not back yet, or if you got pulled away. All right, empty box Gem 2. We will set it aside, and then if you come back, we can always rip it, or if you don't come back, we just send it to you sealed. All right, here we go, Ked. Good luck. Leafeon, Vaporeon, Eevee, and the Eevee Master Ball. Yeah, always having fun, Duck. Always having fun here. Keeping it light and breezy. Wait, what? Glaceon with the Umbee V. Beautiful. Ooh. Glaceon, Sylvie, Leafeon, and the Stamp Pokeball. Glaceon, Eevee, Vaporeon, and Jolteon on the Master Ball. Espeon, Leafy, Flareon, and the Vaporeon Master Ball. Eevee, Flareon, Vaporeon, and the Sylveon V. Also, in our in the Chinese restock, we're actually going to be getting some stuff. There are these little sleeping Eevee figurines. They're blind boxes. So there's a random either evolution or either it's Eevee, Umbreon reverse, and Umbreon on the Master Ball. So like little figurines that are just like sleeping in a little bed, and so we'll have those up in the shop as well once we get them in. We can always open on the live for you as well if you'd like, Jolteon stamp, or we'll be able to send them sealed to you as well. So that'd be a nice little something different other than just packs. Glaceon and the Glaceon stamp. Flareon, Jolty, Sylvie. It's the Flareon VMAX. Flareon VMAX 3-star rare here. Leafeon, Flareon, Espeon, and Jolteon V. Four more packs here. What's up, Vanessa? Welcome in, guys. Queue's open. Queue's open. Feel free to hop in. Vaporeon, Flareon, and Espeon. Sylvie. Umbee again, and Flareon Master Ball. Jolteon, Eevee, Vaporeon, Glaceon, Master Ball. Last pack magic here. Espie, Glaceon, Jolteon, and the Leafeon. Alright. Sleeved hits, we got the stamped Glaceon, stamped Jolteon, and stamped Pokeball. And our top loader hits. Sylveon V, Jolteon V, Umbee V, and box hit is the Flareon VMAX. Appreciate you, kid. Yeah, no problem. Anytime, anytime. Always happy to rip for you guys. Alright guys, we're caught up, I believe. Let me just refresh here. Yep. Q is caught up. And it's open. So feel free guys. If you have any questions, go ahead and throw them in the chat as well. Happy to answer anything. Don't feel obligated, obviously. You don't have to buy anything or anything like that to hang out and chat with us. Happy to do that. What's up, Lex? Welcome in, welcome in. The cards on the stands, guys, if you're just joining us, and if you haven't been with us much before, those 3 cards are each going to be a separate giveaway once we hit 1,000 followers. So we got the Gravard and Mimikyu from Gem 3. Those are box hits. They're 3-star rares. If you're familiar with the simplified Chinese gem sets, they have 3-star rares as the main box hits. And then the center Charizard secret rare is from Korean 151. Korean 151. I believe this one was donated from Luis, so we were saving it for a nice giveaway. So it's going to be part of our 1,000 follower giveaway milestone. Or I should say 1,000 follower milestone giveaway. Yes, would be the right way to word that. Words are hard, chat. I went to public school. And honestly, I didn't pay that close attention. Ain't easy when you're undiagnosed ADHD. Yeah. Yeah, I think some of that helped. It helped relative, right? You know, where I was going to school. I did well enough. But, yeah. I do have 2 degrees. I guess technically 3. I don't know if I got a diploma for the associates, but I did technically finish my associates. Hey man, that's all you need. That's all you need if you're in the trades. You know? honestly, nowadays it makes way more sense to go into a trade, learn how to use your hands, and actually do stuff than go to college. I'll be honest. I think even more so, we got all the AI stuff, right? So, I mean, do we half the stuff you're even learning in college is stuff you can look up or have AI figure out for you. Yeah, exactly. There's different stuff for everybody. I know some people aren't as inclined to do stuff with their hands, but I feel more accomplished. Like, I mean, I don't fix up a whole lot of stuff around my house, but when I do some of the small things, I actually feel accomplished. And yeah, and then the trades. I mean, we already have a shortage of people, mechanics, electricians, plumbers, all that kind of stuff. We, we're gonna be needing that. I think, we're reaching the point where like the baby boomer generation, I feel like had a more of a balanced split between trades and higher education. Um, and then it's kind of like shifted, right? Shifted towards more higher education, less trades as the generations have gone on since then. And all those folks are either at retirement age or beyond it, right? And so they're going to be getting out of those industries real soon if they're not already. Um, so we need some of that knowledge passed down. Um, and if we don't get enough younger people involved in it, then we could end up in a real bad way as far as just needing those basic services, right? Getting hold of somebody and getting hold of people who are competent as well. I think we've all been there, right? You get somebody to come in to fix something, and they come in, they do it, whatever, they say it's fixed, and then whatever problem you had resurfaces, and you're like, okay, I'm not gonna call the same guy to fix something that he didn't fix right the first time, right? So then you got to find somebody else, and then it's hard enough finding somebody that's reliable and is not going to take advantage of you in general. But yeah, I found myself feeling way more accomplished finishing a project or something that I actually had to do with my own two hands as opposed to my professional work. Like I don't finish up a spreadsheet and say, "Wow, man, I feel good about myself here." It's like I save it, I close it, and never really think about it again. Definitely seeing behind the scenes. That's why I trust this. Yeah. Oh, I bet, Zach. I bet that's the thing. It's yeah. Yeah, I feel you. You see some stuff that obviously not everyone's privy to, and you're like, wow, okay, definitely would not trust that person with doing work on my house or something like that. So and that's the thing. You do your own little business or whatever, word of mouth. Like if you're good and like good at what you do it well. You're respectful and have some common decency, then I mean you'll be super successful, and you won't even have to like advertise your services much at all. You'll get plenty of business from word of mouth. I think it's still that kind of part that no matter how much technology has advanced, and the internet helps because you can see people's reviews and that kind of thing, but like the smaller shops that do well, they don't have to make a huge online presence. They don't have to advertise online and spam people with emails and mailers and all that, you know? So it's kind of refreshing to see that kind of old school word of mouth advertising can still work. I'm a little bit of a nerd in general, but you know that kind of gets me from the business standpoint since I studied business in college and all that, you know. And then you've got all these people talking about all the psychological aspects of like marketing and advertising and all that, and then you're just like, yeah, but proven time and time again, word of mouth like trumps anything you can put out there. So that's pretty much how we are. My buddy's grandpa started it a while back and just ended up being well known. Hey, there you go. That's the thing, you know, if you do good work, that people will do your advertising for you. If you do good work and, you know, treat people right and all that kind of stuff, you know, it doesn't take some fancy marketing campaign or you know, big top level executives or anything. You know, it's do good work, treat people with respect, and then your business can grow exponentially. Obviously, it depends on the stuff you're doing, but more like the stuff in the trades: plumbing, electrical, any of that kind of stuff. You know, even landscaping. Mechanic work in a shop, right? You know, there's one place that I go to regularly because they are reasonable. You know, they explain things. They don't go out of their way finding things to fix that aren't really necessary. Like they don't overcharge and all that, and that's so hard to find in general. So, you know, at any given time they can be pretty busy because word of mouth. You know, you get people on Facebook, on a local community Facebook page, will do your advertising for you. So I just find it's interesting that kind of stuff can still work. You know, you don't have to have some big social media presence, and you don't have to pay somebody to do your marketing and come up with fancy branding and all that kind of stuff. You just do good, honest work. Yeah. Yeah, you know, they check little light bulb things that you might not even thought of, or they give it the once over. And I've put it in that shop before and asking them to take a look at the brakes just to make sure, especially if I'm about to drive it a long distance or something. And they still pretty much so old school. We still get paper checks and all our stuff we look up. Yeah. What's up, Tony? Welcome in. Yeah, they don't try to upsell you. Look up, need help with something is from books from the 70s, 90s. Yeah. Yeah, man. That is old school. Yeah, and I appreciate it too. Like, even if people, they don't have to upsell you on stuff. Like, if you want, like, I had somebody do electrical work for me to connect some electricity in a detached garage here, and you know, they laid out options, right? They laid out options, and then I could ask them questions. It's like, okay, what's the benefit of that versus this other one, and what's it going to cost, or roughly like which costs more, and why would it make sense to do one instead of the other. And you get somebody who can actually talk you through it and explain it and say, okay, well, if this is what you want to do with it, then it's more beneficial to do that. But if you're not really concerned about that, then you could definitely go for the lower end and potentially upgrade it if you need to later and that sort of thing. And, you know, not kind of pressuring people in and actually knowing what you're doing, it goes a long way. So. And so I appreciate you know, approaches like that. So you're not going to find me on here like, look, hey, if you're already in the market to rip, or you like and enjoy Pokemon, or you want to just watch some stuff get opened and all that, feel free. Come in, hang out. You know, we can chat about anything. You know, I'm not here. I'm not going to try to like upsell you. I'm not going to try to create some type of like mystery product that like doesn't benefit you guys. You know, I know there's a lot of stuff out there like that. You know, you see a lot of these mystery slabs, or you see things like the GameStop slabs. You know, I'm trying to actually provide some value to you guys. I'm not trying to upsell you and create a large disparity between what you feel like you're getting value-wise and what you're paying for. I just don't think it's beneficial. Stuff on TikTok with the auction wheels, yeah. Well, and that's the thing. That's why I've never really done WN. Like, I've had people pop in here and they say, like, are you... Yeah, I was watching people pay $120 to $200 for one package M4. That's insane. That's insane. But and that's the thing, like, so is it necessarily the seller's fault for somebody like overpaying by that much? Not necessarily. It depends. If the person's doing some grifter type stuff, and again, trying to like upsell you. I hear stuff all the time, like the advertisements for WN, and they're in there trying to like hype up these cards, and most of them that I've seen, the advertisements, they're sports cards. And I'm not terribly well versed in it, but I know enough. And they're saying some things about the cards and all that, and I'm like, that doesn't mean anything. Like, that isn't a thing. Like, one of them, it constantly says, you know, one of these players on a true orange. I'm like, true orange is not a thing. That's not a term that's used in the sports card world. Now, saying like a true 1 of 1, yes, that is a thing. A true 1 of 1. But saying something's a true orange parallel thing, like, that's not a thing. So they try to use different wording and verbiage to make stuff sound fancier. I just, like, I don't believe in that. I just, like, to me, I'd feel guilty. I feel bad enough when you guys, like, if you guys rip and don't hit something big. Like, I already feel bad. But I know that's how it is because I'm a collector as well. And it's happened to me all the time, and I get it. You know, it's just kind of part of it. You still get cards. Yeah, is it the biggest, fanciest, most valuable card that everybody wants? Probably not. But that's why those things are rare. So you still get cards in return, sure. That's why also I'm very picky as far as the products. I'll say, not to say picky, I say I'm selective. Right? I try to be selective about the products we stock. For instance, we were talking the other night about Inferno X. Like, Japanese Inferno X is absolutely insane. It's almost $300 a box, market price. And we all know you're just chasing like 2 cards, maybe. You're chasing the SAR, SAR Mega Charizard and the Gold Charizard. Other than that, like, if you pull anything short of that, you're not getting you're not getting your money's worth. And I know that's how it is sometimes with product in general, but I mean, there's a huge disparity between the value of what you will pull and how much you paid. Like, even if you, I don't know what the second best SAR in that set is. I don't know, maybe the Dawn, maybe the Sharpedo. But even those, like, neither of them are even $100. What can you get in Gem 4? Okay, Elias, so there's quite a bit of things. There's, if you know the, let me see. I'll see if I can pull up some of the hits here. Your biggest one is an exclusive art rare Ponyta. It's pretty rare. We've only pulled one out of probably about 40 boxes. There's the Eevee from like Crimson Haze, if you remember that set. What's up, Hunter? Welcome, guys. There's a Chargerbug AR. There's the Deerling and the Sawsbuck AR that connect. Make a connecting artwork. Hold on. Let me find this a different way. There's a Lickitung AR, the Pinsir AR, I think it's Crimson Haze. We got the Paldean Wooper, Turkle, Relicanth, the Infernape, Chatot. We got a Frostlass, Phione, Excadrill. Alright, taking a chance on it. We ripping it, Elias? Ripping it or send it sealed? What's up, Luke? Welcome in, welcome in. Let's rip. Here we go. Good luck, Elias. Your stuff should be, from the other night, should be getting to you soon. Should be close. If you haven't received it already, that is. Empty box. All right, good luck, Elias. Appreciate you hopping in with us again tonight. What's up, Albert? I think it's Saturday. Gotcha. Yep. Cramorant, Excadrill, Minchino. Just a little guy. Lickitung, Heliolisk, Ponyta. Ooh, an Eevee stamp. The Eevee stamp out of here. Yeah, there's a nice Eevee card in it as well. The Eevee AR, like I said, from Crimson Haze, that has a bunch of those Eevees hanging out like in a living room. Cutie Fly. Salzbuck. Turkle. Fluttermane. Heliolisk. And the Relicanth AR. See if we can get you a double hit as well. We have been pretty lucky with double hits as well. The other day we pulled the Deerling and the Enamorus in one box. Probopass, Litten, Fione. Fione, Lickitung, Frostlass, Mudsdale. I think that's it. Mudkip? Maybe it's Mudkip. Relicanth, Snom, Minccino. No, Cinccino, and Litten. I was gonna mix up. I think. Right, Minccino's the base level, the evolution Cinccino. Charjabug, Frostlass, Relicanth, and Snom. Probopass, Salzbuck, Fluttermane on the stamp. Ponyta. Turkle. And the turtle with a whole bush growing on top of it. Crazy work. Cramorant. Eevee. Enamorus. Cutie Fly. Litten. Minccino. There he is. Stamped turtle with whole topiary going on its back. Deerling, Ponyta, Relicanth, Heliolisk. Chat it again. Pinsir. I think 4 packs. Snom, Pinsir, Cinccino. Chat it. Cutie Fly, Infernape, Wooper. A couple more. Heliolisk, Cinccino, Charjabug, Salzbuck. Last pack magic here for you, Elias. Pinsir, Relicanth, Frostlass, and it's the Litten stamp. Alright, our sleeved hits here. The Litten. Turtle with a big old landscaping situation going on. Fluttermane stamp. The Eevee stamped. And your Relicanth AR. You got like a shoulder down there. What else is in here? Got a few other aquatic Pokemon in there. Very cool. Appreciate you, Elias. Eileen, welcome in, welcome in. What's up, ex-police? Hop back in. I see ya. I see Elias with the Chinese first partner. All right. We've got, what's that, 7 left in stock here. We are getting it restocked as well. Getting a little restock. Internext Chinese order. Give me 1 through 4 on the left or 1 through 3 on the right. Right, number 2. All right. We opening it for you or sending sealed? What's up, Desert? Open it. All right. Your wish is my command. Here we go. Are we just looking for the Bulby? We're trying to complete that the Kanto set. Yes. Okay. It's the Rowlet. Rowlet. So we have grass type. Just not the Kanto one. We got Rowlet here. Do you want us to open the pack of Brilliant Illusions as well, Elias? Or do you want that sealed? Rip it. Do you need the box? Use the card stand as well. No box. Got it. Room. Full Chrono. Hey, alright, there we go. We got a hit. It's the Xerneas EX. Alright. We take that. Very nice there, Elias, on our first partner set. We got the Xerneas EX and the Rowlet on our first partner's promo. Go along with your card stand. Remember, it is magnetic, right? 4 points on the corners. Magnetic can also be set up to stand just on the desk. And you just slide a card in on this side. I'm Zadie. Welcome in, welcome in. Where's my No problem, Elias. We appreciate you, brother. Don't forget, Elias, right? When we hit 1,000 followers, we're gonna have some giveaways as well. So separate giveaways on these. Then we got some stuff like Surging Sparks. We got some English, like Surging Sparks, a little bit of Paradox Rift. And then possibly some Check Lane Phantasmal Flames Blister. So I want to make sure our regulars know about it, right? So I want all you guys to have a chance to get in, have a chance to win some of these giveaways, so that you know, we can kind of pay you guys back a little bit. All right. Whoa. All right, Donna. Pick the box. Yes, we're getting real close, Elias. And I'll do like a separate post, like a little TikTok, short TikTok out telling you guys when we're gonna do the giveaways and all that kind of stuff. That way everybody try to put it out there and get you guys some advance notice. So, like, for instance, if we hit 1,000 followers like during a live, we're not going to do the giveaways that live. Reason being is I want, like I said, I want to make an announcement, you know, be able to thank everybody and get some time for everybody to be able to jump in and know that we're at that mark and doing the giveaways. So Donna, give me 1 through 4 if on the left, or 1 or 2 on the right. 1 being on the top, 4 being on the bottom. What's up, Bulbasaur? Bulbasaur. Donna, are you in here? Earth to Donna. Donna, are you out there? Are you there? Are you there? Yep, I figured. That's why we're waiting. 1 through 4 on the left, or 1 or 2 on the right. 1 being to the top, higher numbers being to the bottom. Yes. Yes, it did. Welcome in, Shannon. These are the 30th anniversary. Chinese first partner 30th anniversary set. Second box on the left. So this one, Here we go. Good luck, good luck. No takebacks. Let's see. Turtwig. Another grass type. Another grass type, but not the grass type we're looking for. Oh, what was that? So, Elias, this is for you, brother. This one's for you, and the, I mean, essentially all of it's up for you. But do you want to rip the pack, or would you like it sealed? If you're still in here, Elias. Rip it. There we go. There we go. Toxicroak, Houndoom, Clank, and a Swan. Nothing crazy out of the brilliant illusions there. We did get to that Turtwig. Another grass type. Elias. And then I'm just gonna send you some bulk, Donna. Boom. You know, I'll send you. They're some fire starters. You know what I mean? Appreciate y'all. Tried to remake a little magic. The last time we were trying to pull a Bulbasaur and Donna hopped in to help out, we did pull it. We did pull it, so it was... Okay, I got you. Word. Hey, if you ever want more bulk, I got plenty of it. Well, welcome in, Amy. How are you? Again, chat, I'm just going to reiterate, jeez, brain malfunctioning. Reiterate, we might have, probably going to have some extra lives, and by extra, I mean, on days we don't normally have them. Our normal schedule is Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. Potentially going to add one Friday, and possibly Saturday, more towards like late morning, early afternoon. That way, try to make up for a little bit of time. We won't have any lives next week. But we will be back the 31st of May. For that live. So just want to make you guys aware of that in case you'd like to join us on Friday or Saturday. So try to make up for a little bit of the lost time for no lives next week. What's done is done on that. Anywho, queue's open, guys, so we'll be on for at least a few more minutes. If you guys are interested in hopping in, please feel free. And if you guys have any questions, lay them in the chat. Happy to answer anything you guys got on your mind. Within reason, right? Within reason. I don't know the meaning of life. I can't help you there. Anything existential, I'm probably not going to be a big help with. But if you got some questions about stuff we got in the shop, or opinions about Pokemon, or kind of what things are going like, I do plan on getting some of the new Japanese set, guys. We will get some of that in. I'm a little caught between because if I place an order, it would potentially get delivered while I'm not here. I won't have it before next week, I'll put it that way. So maybe I'll put an order in, see if I can get it delivered. I'll have to see. But yeah, we will be getting that in. Our Chinese restock will be getting in Gem 3. We'll be getting a few boxes of the Stellar Crystal set, which is a new set. That's a mixture of like Paradise Dragona, Supercharged Breaker. It's got the Pikachu, SAR from Surging Sparks. It has a exclusive Lycia's Appeal SAR. It's gonna have, I believe it's supposed to have the Terapagos SAR from Stellar Miracle. So a lot of interesting stuff there. We're just getting a few boxes. We'll rip some of that and see what we got in there. And then, like I mentioned earlier, if you weren't with us, we're getting some blind boxes of these little sleeping evolution figurines. So I think I might open one or two of them myself, just to see what they're like, and then that way we can also show you what they look like. So there'll be probably at least, I'd say, like seven of them or so available in the shop when we get that in as well. All right, I see Amy hopping in. I'm just... All right. You got two of the first partner sets. We will be getting more of these as well in that shipment. So I forgot that off the top of my head. So Gem 5, Stellar Crystal, and more of the first partner 30th anniversary set volume 1s. So Amy, I've been giving people, since this is the last box we have in stock, giving people the option to choose which one they'd like. 1 being at the top, 3 at the bottom, and 1, 2 here. So let me know 1 through 3 on left, or 1 or 2 on the right. So you'll give me 2 of them, right? You'll give me 2 since you got hopped in for 2. 2 and 3 on the left. All right, we got the bottom 2. There we go. All right, got wedge there. All right. Would you like us to open both of them, or are they going sealed to you, Amy? One English pack, rip it. All right. So with these, there's one promo card, in each, and then it's a pack of Brilliant Illusions, as well as the 30th anniversary card holder in each of them there. And let me try this way. There we go. All right, box 1. Promo. It's a Piplup. Little baby penguin. Box 1 there. Pack of Brilliant Illusions. We'll set that on the side for right now. And the card holder. So it's got the 30th anniversary mark on it. You just would slide the card in from the side that you would want to put on display. It is magnetic. These 4 pieces here on the corners are magnets, so you can put it up on a fridge or something like that. And then it has a stand that you can stand it up like on a desk or something like that as well. So let me set those aside for you. We'll rip this second one. Ow. Hit my funny bone. All right. Box number 2. Oh. Got the pack trying to come out with the promo. It's the Rowlet. Rowlet, yeah. Is that 19? Baby owl. All right. And we'll pop them in card savers for you. Let you guys decide whether you would like to, you know, keep them in the plastic, or if you want to open them and top load them and put it in a binder, or however. Yep, no dupes. Yeah, that's what we're always looking for, number 1, right? We don't want any dupes. Piplup there. Let's get your Rowlet. Do you want us to open the packs of Brilliant, or would you like us to send those sealed to you? Rip them? Open them, I should say, I guess. Open it. Open it. No problem. Oh yeah, that one went in very nicely. Very easily. Sometimes they fight me on it. You know, the plastic wrapper gets caught on it and all that. Yada yada. Anyway, Brilliant Illusions. 2 packs here for you. Amy, good luck, good luck. Buffalon Reverse, Dipplin, and the Stretcher. Pack 2. Beware. Dragapult. I don't know that guy. Hollow, Mask of Change, and the Poliwrath. So nothing too crazy on the Brilliant Illusion packs. Did you want any of the boxes at all, Amy? You don't have to take them. I'm just... No, thanks. Okay. Sounds good. All right, we got your two first partner promos, the Piplup and the Rowlet, as well as your 2-card displays going in, and then your rips from the Brilliant Illusion packs. Let's see. There we go. All nice in there. Yeah, the Piplup's a nice one, and the Rowlet. I think those are two pretty cool ones as well. I like those artworks. The Piplup, you know, is obviously a cute one. The Rowlet's the first one I pulled. I opened one box for myself just to see what the product was before I started opening it for you guys, what it was like, and pulled the Rowlet. I never knew for like the longest time the Rowlet evolves into the Decidueye. I like lost a whole block of Pokemon you know, when I was away from collecting. So pretty much once Neo hit, and then between there, and then when Crown Zenith, Silver Tempest, you know, later in Sword and Shield. So I had like a wide gap. So I'm new to a lot of like the Piplup, Rowlet, Turtwig. What's it? The Chimchar? No, Chimchar, right? Chimchar. Poplio, all those guys. And I haven't been able to find any of the English first partner stuff, so. Oh, nice. Yeah, there you go. Yep, you got the Kanto starters on the only English one. Very nice. Yeah, that's what I would like, just because that's the starter set I most identify with. So. But they are hard to find, that's for sure. Yeah. Yeah, very challenging, unfortunately. I don't know that the Pokemon Company really prepared well for it, you know? You used to be able to find stuff pretty easily at or MSRP and that kind of thing. During Scarlet Violet until about the Surging Sparks period. Once Surging Sparks came out, that was the first one where you could still pre-order it essentially at MSRP, but then once those pre-orders were fulfilled and the product officially released, like the booster boxes were going for like 170 plus right away. Which is interesting because I hear so many people talk about it now and they rag on that set, right? So there's enough demand that caused Surging Sparks to be flying off the shelves and everything, and then people now look back at it and they start like ragging on the set, and I'm like, you know, people trying to act like they weren't spending above MSRP to try to get their hands on it. But yeah, ever since that set, it's been hard to get a hold of anything at MSRP. They most notably, like, the Pokemon Company announced when Temporal Forces was coming out in the Scarlet and Violet era, that they were going to reduce printing. They're cutting back their printing, and it was like a substantial amount that they're cutting it back. Because the early part of Scarlet and Violet did not do very well. There wasn't a huge amount of popularity. They had tons of product just sitting on shelves. You could find a booster box for like $100 easily. Stuff way under market. ETBs for $40 easy. You could find those. Paldea Evolve, Scarlet and Violet, Obsidian Flames. Like Obsidian Flames, I think I pre-ordered at like $45. So it's just a very different market. So they heard, they saw that, and unfortunately, I think it was a misinterpretation. They saw that, but the fact is that they started like a new generation of Pokemon, and it didn't pop off right away. So then they're just like, okay, well, we're gonna cut printing by like 60%. I was like, I don't know that would be the answer, because the sets they released after that were very different. Temporal Forces, very different from the original stuff that they released. Obviously 151 did pretty well, but you could find stuff under MSRP easily, all that good stuff. But then something switched with Surging Sparks. I mean, you had Pikachu as the main hit in a set, and then the popularity started popping off again. And then you had Prismatic Evolutions, and we all know how that went. Yeah, I unfortunately was prepared for the prices to be that high. Like, I was expecting double-digit per pack cost right off the bat. Especially because originally the only thing you could get a hold of was an ETB for more than like 2 or 3 packs at a time. And then a lot of stores were putting purchase limits, right? So you could only get like a handful of packs at a time if you went in person to retail. So then that created a market, or created a big demand on the secondary market for folks that had ways, whether it was through distribution or whatever, to be able to sell it by the pack, or not even sell it by the pack, but sell like the tech sticker sets and the 3-pack blisters, sell those for what, the 3-pack blisters were going for like $40, the 2-packs were going for like $25 right off the bat. It's crazy times. Husband and I were dumb and ripped our 2 Pokemon Center Ascended ETBs. Did you guys get anything good out of them at least? I've never had a Pokemon Center ETB. I have trouble keeping stuff sealed. I think I have 1 ETB that's sealed. Nope. Dang. I have 1 ETB that's sealed. It's a Chilling Reign ETB that I'd ordered from Target. That I got it for like 40 or 45 when I was just trying to get some stuff. This was a long time ago. And the only reason why I haven't ripped it is because I didn't even open the package. I kind of like tucked the package away. I don't have it out in the open to look at or anything like that, so I'm not tempted to rip it. Yeah, the stamp promos will be valuable for sure. That, and did you get 11 packs in it? Right? Isn't that one of the differences? Or is it like 10 or 11? It's like 1 more than the regular retail ones, I think. Or at least it used to be. I don't know if they still do that. Yeah, they came with 11. So yeah, I mean, it's definitely worth the price when you get it, versus if you can get the retail, or get MSRP for a regular retail one. Is it 2 promos? Is 1 stamped and 1 regular? Or is it just the 1 stamped? What's up, Bailey? Yeah, 2 promos, you get 1 stamp, 1 non-stamp. Yeah, that's really cool. I mean, like I said, I think it's definitely, you know, if you're paying the $60 for it, definitely worthwhile, especially when it comes to Ascended, as far as getting 11 packs and getting the 2 promos. But yeah, they're hard to get. I potentially had the ability to order some online for a local pickup, and I could have gotten a handful of them, just the retail, not Pokemon Center. And I didn't do it. And the reason I didn't do it was I was internally conflicted because, one, spending that much money, like, you know, that would have been almost like $400 once with taxes and all that. But then two, I was like, I mean, I feel like other people should give other people the chance to get out there and rip it. I don't rip as much stuff for my personal set or personal collection currently. Part of me regrets that a little bit. I would have liked to at least open a couple ETBs for myself, but you know. Of course, I looked the next day and they were sold out, so I knew they wouldn't last long, but I tried not to give in to temptation. Yeah, and I don't feel good about buying retail stuff and then reselling it. Now, I say that with a caveat as far as like, I wouldn't go out, scoop it up off the shelf, and then resell it right away, something like that. I think it's different. Like, I might have kept, if I did it, I might have kept a couple of them for my personal sealed collection, and then maybe one day sell them, but like not to essentially my definition of scalping. I wouldn't take it right off the retail shelves to prevent people from getting it at that rate just to try to resell on here. I don't, ethically, as far as I'm concerned, like I don't like that. Hey, there you go. Chaos Rising pre-orders. We're gonna try to get some of it in stock. I just don't know what the price is gonna be yet. So I imagine it might be close to the perfect order. It might be a little bit less. I don't know yet. I'm waiting for a quote from my guy. I'm trying to get like 100 packs of it in, just because what he said, kind of the range he gave me, I was like, okay, like we can do probably around 100. So if you do rip that stuff and maybe you're itching to rip a little bit more, or if you're gonna hold that stuff sealed and do want to rip a little bit, you know, you can always check back in with us. Like I said, I'm just waiting on the quote from him. So we'll probably, I mean, hopefully we'll have that on order and maybe even have that in hand for the week after I get back. So next week we won't have any lives. But yeah. And I appreciate that, Amy. I appreciate that about the prices. I try to be reasonable. You know, I try to keep an eye on the market. You know, I got to keep looking at it and keep up with that. But I said earlier on the live, I try to be selective about what we carry, so that it's stuff that you guys actually want and there's actual value in. And by that I mean, like, with Inferno X, market price, Japanese Inferno X going for $300 a box. I don't feel like there's much value in that. The only way you could possibly get value in that is if you pull the Mega Charizard, and that's super rare. Anything else is going to be like a less than $100 SAR, the next best hit. I mean, what? Dawn, Sharpedo, Mega Lopunny. Rodom, like none of those compare. There's not a whole lot of value there. So for me to try to sell a $300 box to you guys is, I have an issue with that. I struggle with that. Now it'd be a little different story, like if it were a $300 box for like 151. Like that's a really good set, high demand, a lot of good cards in there. But Inferno is not like that. We've got a shipment of Korean Inferno X, so if anybody out there wants to chase for the Mega Charizard, we'll have that, and it will be significantly less expensive than the Japanese counterpart. So like I said, in that case, I think we can provide you guys some value, as well as, making the necessary margins, we need to, so that we can keep restocking the shop and keep everything going for you guys. Like currently, I don't pay myself. I reinvest everything into the business to try to continue to scale it. So that's our goal here. We're trying to continue to grow, and the only way I can do that is by continuing to put money back into the business. So yeah, so we'll have that in. That shipment says it's in the U.S. I don't know when it'll be here. I mean, I'm hoping maybe it'll come Saturday. I mean, hopefully by Friday, and then we could rip it Friday night, but I'm not sure. Sometimes if it comes in, it takes a couple days where it first arrives and then gets down to our post office, and then takes another 2 days before it's delivered. But yeah, 151, especially 151 Korean, went to the moon. I think right now, the last time when I was selling it, it was like, I think I was selling it for like 103-ish. And right now I couldn't get it at that price. Like I would have to pay more than that. Like some places are charging like $130. So like if I were to get it at 130, then obviously, all the other indirect costs I got to build in and put in margin and all that. So it would be very expensive. What's up, Swagtastic? It'd be very pricey. I mean, it legitimately like go up 60%. Trying to think, what would that be a case? I mean, because the last time I restocked it, between the time I inquired about the price and confirmed the order, the price went up. The price went up $200 a case. And then they started limiting, how many they could get, or how many people could order, because they could only get so much. And then it took forever for it to get delivered or shipped. So it was just a whole thing. And so now with the raw cost per box, and keep in mind, I have to, whenever I order from Korean, I have to do a case worth. I got to do 30 total boxes. It can be a mixture of stuff, but gotta be 30 boxes. So yeah, it's like $120 to $130 a box directly from Korea for me. And then on top of that, I couldn't guarantee you when we would get it in. My last order is taking over a month. It took a month to get shipped, and it'll take a little over a month before I'm receiving it. So crazy times in Pokemon, guys. Crazy times. So one of the things I was going to try to do, and I'll give you some of the, I guess, the sauce, is with all the Japanese prices increasing so much, I was going to try to pivot more towards the Korean product because it's less expensive, and go for some of the popular items. So the next shipment we're supposed to be getting is Glory Team Rocket and Mega Dream, right? And those are two pretty popular sets. Mega Dream being newer in Japanese hasn't hit the price level of Inferno X or Glory Team Rocket yet, but it's trending up that way. It's like man, 2 days ago I think it was like 18,000 yen. I bet if I asked for a quote now, it's probably 20,000 yen. So, it's going up rapidly, changing very quickly. And like I said, like I'm trying to make sure what I get is of value to you guys. It doesn't make sense for me to buy stuff that I'd have to price it where people don't have that interest in it. People in love the Mega Dream from what I've seen, yeah. Well, and that's the thing, like I originally I thought people would like Mega Dream a lot more because Ascended Heroes would be difficult to get your hands on, and then even if you could get it, it would be so expensive per pack. So the initial demand on Mega Dream wasn't as high as I thought. Like, it sold really well for most people. For me, it did not move terribly well, just because where I had to have it priced at for what I paid, and they had like a second massive wave that came in and just like creamed me as far as pricing goes. So I was like, man, I can't compare to that. Like, people were selling it for about the amount I paid for it. I was like, dang. So it took a while, but we did sell out of it, and then once we sold out of it, it was like twice as expensive to restock it. And I was like, I don't know about that. So I tried to go the Korean route. It's taken forever to get that. Once I have those shipments in hand, I might have a different conversation with my Korean supplier to see, like, all right, guy, like, if I place another order with you, is it going to take another month to get it? I hadn't had a problem with them before, but then this one took a month to ship out. So next live Alliance is going to be tomorrow night. We will be live, our regularly scheduled one live tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Eastern time. So it'll be Thursday night. I think I will be on live on Friday night. I will get you an exact time. I'll post the time on Friday. I kind of got to play it by ear from like when I get off work and all that kind of stuff. Because I'll be kind of wrapping things up before taking off. So, but it'll probably be around maybe 8 or 9. All right, Amy. Appreciate you hanging out. Have a good one. All right, guys. Anybody? Last call for any orders this evening. We'll go ahead and close it up. Yeah, you can always see our schedule in my profile. In my TikTok profile, you can find our normal schedule, and then if anything changes, I post to my story. So if we pop on a day we don't normally stream, or if we have to change the time or something, you can always check our story. So yeah, we'll be a couple more minutes here, if anybody decides to hop in. Great, we will absolutely rip for you. Otherwise, in a few minutes, we will close up shop for the evening. We'll be back on tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Eastern time. So appreciate you guys. If you guys gotta hop off, we will pack up the orders from tonight, get them ready to drop off at the post office tomorrow. Get you guys your hits ASAP. Always our goal. See ya. All right, guys. I think we're good to go ahead and close up for the evening. So we'll see you guys tomorrow night. Make sure you guys are following us. Appreciate you, Elias. 8 o'clock Eastern Time tomorrow. We'll probably be on again Friday for an unscheduled live. Make sure you're following us so you can see see what time we'll be going on there. And appreciate y'all. Have a great night. See you, Vicky.